last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been...
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm going to cover a couple of items as we go through my presentation, if that's what you want to call it. And we're going to go over our Tiger Cash. We're going to go over our gable extension that we're offering free on our 30 by 50 building. Hopefully by tomorrow we're going to be adding something to the Elite Series that nobody else has. It's going to completely change the building business as far as post frame goes. First of all, you know we have 3 new series out: the Mallett Value, the Mallett Signature, the Mallett Elite. Let me get started over here. The Tiger Cash. You get $1,000 off your building when you comment cash under any Facebook Live video. Okay? You're going to buy a building, do that. So let's just take, for instance, go to the next slide. Okay, so that's the Elite Series, and I'm going to tell you what's in the Elite Series again. It's $39,999. If you can find a competitor that's $1,000 cheaper, I'm going to match it, okay? If you've got this apples to apples, okay? But let's just say that you had a building. We're going to beat it by $1,000, and you can also apply the Tiger Cash to that, which means you get a $2,000 discount if that happens. Now remember, it has to be apples to apples. What my competitors do is they lull you into believing they build what we build. They do not. And I'm going to explain to you the difference in what we build and what they build. Okay? First off, all their buildings are 2x6 trusses. Therefore, none of their buildings can apply against a Elite or a Signature. The only building that comes with 2x6s is the Mallett Value. Okay? So that takes them off the map competing with those 2 buildings. I think dollar for dollar, the Signature or the Elite is the best building, dollar for what you receive. Today, the rest of this week, as of yesterday, you're going to get the building for $39,999, and I'm going to give you a gable extension free. That's 10 by 300 square feet that's going to go in this package this week. So what you're looking at is, if you click in the Tiger dollars, which is $1,000. Wait, go back. Okay. So that price is really $38,999. Then if you figure $4,000 for the freebie, you're at $34,999 for the Elite, for the building with this. My man's slow to move. There. Now, none of these competitors are building a building with all this. But let's talk about why I believe the elite building is the best building dollar for dollar. Okay, a building should be built for what? In Louisiana, there's two things we're concerned with, right? Moisture, actually three things. Moisture, termites, hurricanes, right? I'll think about if there's anything there. But I know those are these are three things when buying a building you probably concern yourself with. So let's talk about why we do what we do. Because this building is built with that in mind. All treated, kiln-dried, #1 lumber. Okay? The reason for that is if we get into a storm and you use nails or you use untreated kiln-dried lumber or treated, not kiln-dried, what happens in a storm with the vortexes, the tornadoes, pressure, it's going to start trying to pull. And those nails will pull out of green lumber. Screws will pull out of green lumber. Even the plates on the trusses will start pulling out on green lumber. The only way is to use dry kill lumber. We use only #1 because it has less knots. It is the best board money can buy. A #1 is the best board money can buy. Very hard to get, and we get good lumber, we buy a lot of it. So kiln-dried lumber is a very important part of this. Now, I think, did we find you didn't. So tomorrow, I'm going to show you what to look for, because they're going to tell you all kind of things. You can tell, I'm going to train or show you what to look for. I'm going to take a piece of board, I'm going to show you the stamp on that lumber, so that you're not fooled. Every one of those boards is going to be stamped. #1, KD, it's going to show treated. It's on the stamp. Okay? You need to look for that, because I assure you, they're telling you a lot of things, but I'm going to teach you how to look for what is not right. Okay? Every one of those boards is going to have a stamp on it. Look for that stamp. That stamp will tell you exactly what you're getting. Engineered 2x8 scissor trusses. What they will tell you, oh, you don't need that. Oh, you don't need that. Well, maybe, maybe not. But I can tell you right now, I've been through about 14, 15 storms, and I'm telling you need it. I've been here 25 years as a licensed general contractor. I'm telling you need it. I'm telling you the more strength you put in a building, the better off you are, especially when it doesn't cost you any more. Why would you take, that's kind of like them saying, well, look, there's a car with power windows, but you don't need them. No, you don't. You can rub them down my hand. But what person would turn down the power windows if they were free and didn't cost them any more money? Instead of doing this. The 2x8 truss, and they're spaced on a Elite Series every 3 feet. They're going to put them every 5 feet. I'm going to put them every 3 feet. I'm going to put almost twice as many trusses supporting a roof system than them. That's why I can carry 145 mile an hour wind load. Okay? Go back to go back to this. Okay, 3-foot truss spacing. We engineer and we make the trusses right here. Okay? If you want to ever come visit a truss plant, come visit me. Now, there are other truss plants in the north that are pretty comparable to what we do as far as equipment. They buy their trusses from someone who does not have the kind of systems we have. Okay? So, come see a real truss plant. Come see us make them. We'd love to show you how we do it, what we do, show you how the engineering's done. We build an alpine truss, and I'm telling you, you need to come see it. Okay? I want to put your mind at ease that you're doing business with the best company who's looking to build great buildings for you. Now, 9-foot post spacing. They're going to put them every 10 feet. I'm going to put them every 9 feet. Well, you know, look, the more posts, the more headwind it can take. The more posts, the more cable retention system. The more posts makes the building stronger. If they tell you that, they would lie to you about something else. The more trusses and the more posts make the building stronger. They're not going to go that distance. Okay? They would have to raise their prices and they would never be able to compete. So they sell you something that's not comparable or comparable to what we do. Okay? Don't be deceived. 5-on-12 roof pitch. We have a truss plant. It's standard in this building. Okay? Now, She says, well, I know y'all can hear them making trusses, so you know we really have a truss plant. Somebody said, we can hear them making the trusses. Well, I can hear them too, but there's nothing I can do about that except it's proof that we do have a truss plant. Now, getting back to the 5 on 12. They're using 4 on 12. And whenever I came out and said I'm going to make a 5 on 12 standard, what they did was, 4 on 12 / 5 on 12, which means they're going to come standard with a 4 on 12. Oh, we can put 5 on 12 for you, but they're going to charge you for it. That's where they're getting y'all. They're acting like they give all this. They build a Mallett Elite. They don't build no Mallett Elite. Already, they don't do this. They don't do that. They don't do that, and they don't do that standard. Now, let's get back up this teacher workmanship morning, because, boy, I tell you what, that really amazes me. How can these companies offer 10-year workmanship warranties when they've only been in business 2 years or 3 years or 5 years? That should be a red flag to you. So you should ask us, how can you do that? What's going to happen if he goes out of business? You just got robbed of your warranty. That's what you're opening yourself up to. It's no different than doing business with these convicted contractors who've been caught violating state law. You think that was the only time? That's the only time we called them. Do you think they might try to do something to make a deal? Probably so. That's what they were doing. They were trying to get around the law to save money or to do something shoddy or whatever. I don't know what they were doing. But you need to be careful of that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can listen to all that gibberish from some people who have not been doing this very long. But this is not what they sell. I'm going to give you 2 10x10 roll-ups, standard. Later in the deal, I'm going to show you some ads. They're going to give you 1 10, but I'll give you 2. Walk-through door. I've switched to 26 gauge because they used that. They thought that was a marketing advantage. You don't need it. It ain't going to hurt you. So I said, put the 26 gauge. Okay? No big deal. But I got something coming, hopefully by tomorrow, that nobody else is going to be able to get their hands on. And that's going to change these elite buildings. Now, standard roof and wall insulation. I'm going to put the bubble insulation standard on every building. They're going to come back, I'm putting foam. Well, let me tell you, we do foam too. That costs you more money, but let me tell you the problem with the way they're doing it. If you don't put that barrier, you had that slide? Later on. Okay, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to show you why. You can lose your warranty. Do they tell you that? Have they told you spraying that foam directly to the metal based on the documentation from the metal manufacturer? So we put the barrier. We're going to always be transparent and tell you what you need to do. Okay? I use a 6-inch 4,000 PSI microfiber reinforced slab. Standard. If you go to a 4-inch, we discount the concrete. They're going to say 4-inch. Maybe, maybe not. But I give you a 6-inch. Post protectors, insulated windows, standard. And then you get over here, everything, the screws and the auto logs, everything we use is IBC approved, International Building Code approved. I don't know what they're doing. I don't see some of these ads where they tell you this stuff. It's very deceiving. Why don't they just tell you what you're really getting? And the reason they do that is to try to tell you, I build the same thing as Mallett. They're just higher. There's a reason why this building is higher than that junk they sell. Now, engineered cable retentions, I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Oh, here we go. Now, what happens here is, and we've done this for years, we're going to go in there and put this building to grade, and we're going to take and put the visqueen down, and then we're going to take this aircraft cable, and you see all these there's 2 diagonals. We're going to go across. We're going to put eye bolts into all these posts, and they're going to be clipped with two other eye bolts, flipped around, eye bolted together. This grid of cables sits underneath the slab. The others are not doing that, and I don't know. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You get another law, them buildings are coming out the ground. What kind of building did you get, Miss Merlo? The Elite, well, Mr. Dunn, the Elite just came out. We just came out with it about 2 weeks ago. But wait, hold on a minute. Miss Merlo, what kind of building did you get? Did you get the Elite?
Joe Dunn got the preview.
I'm gonna go down. I'll check. Hey, send him a text. Find out what Mr. Dunn got. Find out what Mr. Merlo got. Then I'll address it. In the meantime, they're gonna call me in a minute. Let me know, Mr. Dunn and Mr. Merlo. It was a price match. That's a price match is up against my competitor. You see. But let me look at it. Tell them, ask him what that's about. Let me look at it. See, on a price match, all they're selling you there is a 2x6 building, or what we call the value series. But I'll look at it. Let me see what they got. I'll look at it for you. You have to understand, when you go in a price match, you're taking a bid from your competitor, from my competitor who's trying to sell you. We got to bid apples to apples. Okay. The 5 on 12 comes standard in the Elite series and the Signature series. The value series does not come standard. It comes standard with 4 and 12 because that's really the building that competes against my competitors on a price match. But I'll look at it. They're going to get it from me. Let me finish this. So what's going to happen when a tornado, which likes to pull things up, gets to this building with this system? I've transferred all the dead weight of this slab with these cables to the outer perimeter, all these posts. Okay? Which means this tornado would have to pull the slab up out the ground. Highly unlikely. What a tornado can do, if it makes a direct hit, it'll destroy every building in its path. It doesn't matter what it is, it does not care. But on the situation of them just hurling around and sucking, this is the system. What's going to happen to those guys by not doing this? If they don't create an anchor system, I do this because I'm transferring the dead weight. But if they don't have an anchor system and they got post protectors, it's coming right out of the post protector. In fact, we have a picture somewhere. I'll play it again tomorrow. I'll go back over there and show you what did happen. Not to my building, because I don't do that kind of stuff. You have it? No?
I can get it visually.
Okay. So anyway, that's what this is about. Go back to your list. So we're right here. To engineer 4x4 framework. Every one of my buildings, we use 4x4s to frame our windows and our doors, and at the same time, those are anchored in the ground too. So it gives us some more power and for headwind. Everybody's going to frame with a 2x4 or 2x6. We don't do that. We use a 4x4, treated. Okay? Zack screws, roof and wall, wainscot, two-tone, 145 mile an hour wind load. I use nothing but mono trusses on my wings on the Elite and the Signature series. Licensed engineering staff, they don't have that. Why don't they have that? Why don't they have that? We also have a licensed electrician on our staff, full-time employee who's a state licensed contractor. So now that Mallett Buildings is a state licensed contractor, electrical contractor. So that when we put electrical packages together, we can say we stand behind the work. They're third-partying everything. They're third-partying their materials. They're third-partying everything they're doing. We're not. My engineer is an employee of this company. The electrician is an employee of this company. And next week there'll probably be some pretty good specials. Stay tuned, because when we finish the special this week, every week I run a Tiger special, and every week we got Tiger Cash. Okay. Mallett Secure Watch protection never sleeps. I showed it the other day. I'm going to show it again in a minute about how that works. We watch everything from here. Everything. In fact, and then 24/7 access, that's me. My cell number is available to you to call me anytime you want. I am customer service. It's nice to have an owner that's willing to take your call. None of my competitors want to be bothered with that. And while we're talking about that, we're open till Saturday to 12 o'clock. Because we want to earn your business. Are my competitors open to 12 o'clock? I don't think they are. I know Reed's isn't. I don't think any of them are. We're open till 12. We're trying to accommodate you. See, everything I try to do is about accommodating you. Okay? Everything. Everything we do. So, here's the picture. This is what happens when you don't have an anchoring system. And I'm telling you, all those cats ain't worried about it. They need to be worried about it. Look at that. Just come straight out the post. Mine can't do that because of that anchoring system. And I've tied it to the dead weight of the concrete. And that's the only way to stop uplift. So be careful. Oh, you don't need that. They don't know what you're talking about. Because if you go back, let me run the special again. See right here? First 10 people to buy an elite building by Friday get a 10-foot gable extension. All you got to do is comment gable on any Facebook Live this week, and you're going to get this building for $39,999, and you're going to get that free gable extension, and you're going to get, if you type in that $1,000 gable money, that gator money, which is right here, you type in cash, and you get another $1,000 off that building. Give me a price match, and you come here and get the cash, I'll give you another discount. We are going to outperform everything they do. That's a factual statement. That is my commitment, not only from a price standpoint, apples to apples, but from a position of customer service, from the owner answering the phone, to a licensed engineer, to everything that we do. There's no comparison between us and these other people. You need to be careful. All these people have got caught with contractor fraud, and there's several, and all these companies went bankrupt. Don't be one of them. Be careful. Just be very, very careful. Now, so I got that. So, the reason why I've gone through these hurricanes, I don't lose business because of that cable retention system. Now, look at how many hurricanes, look how long I've been building. I mean, folks, I think that's pretty impressive. Let me get out of the way here. I think that's pretty impressive. The others can't say this. Take this into consideration. You've been here 25 years, and look at all the hurricanes I've ran through in my time. And the reason why we don't lose our buildings is because we take the pride in, like, the cable retention system, trusses, 2x8. Everything I do is about fighting these things, and moisture, and termites. Okay? So let's move to the next one. Yeah, Southern Style, he's only been around since 21. See, this is where he's at. And this, I don't even know if he had any buildings down here. So he's only been through, I don't know, he didn't get this one. He didn't get this one because he only seen this one. This one don't even have any buildings way down there. So that's what you're dealing with there. And he's only been a licensed contractor for 2 months. I'm lost as to why you wouldn't want to do business with the best. Because we are. It's just that simple. Now, this is the standards that they talk about. See that right there? They didn't start that till I put 5 on 12 standards Elite Series. But they're going to charge you for that. 24/7 customer service. Well, try that. See where that gets you. We did a little test run. You'd be surprised. It ain't true. Look at this warranty. How can that be? They've only been around since 21. How can you say that? You got to be careful when people say that. Well, which one is it? Which one's standard? The 4 or the 6? Mine's a standard 6 for that price. See, that's deceiving. Both of these are deceiving. Which one is it? Which one's standard? Is it the 4 and 12? Because the 5, why don't you say 5 on 12? Why don't you say 6 inch? One's more expensive than the other. It's deceiving. On-site supervision? But this, look at this. Look at this. Now go back to me. Look at this. How do you compare these two buildings to be the same apple? That's not an apple and 2 apples. That's an apple and, I don't know, a prune or something. There ain't enough on that list. They got to, that stops about right here. It's deceiving. They're not being honest with you. I'm telling you this is what you're going to get. Go to the next one. So a while ago, we talked about that foam insulation. I said again, we sell foam insulation, but the foam insulation doesn't need to be touching that metal. Why? Boom. Damage caused by spray foam insulation. Warranty. Is that damage caused by no? It's a way to get out of that. Better use dry kill lumber, because if you use that wet lumber and something happens, they're going to use that. This is where they buy their metal, all of them. This is where they buy their stuff. This is from Fortify, and this is on their paperwork. So I'm telling you, the way we do it is we put the double bubble or the bubble insulation on the whole roof, which is standard now in all 3 buildings. And if you want foam, we apply the foam to that and the members of the building. There's another reason to do it. So if you have problems, you're on your lawnmower and you hit the side of the building or whatever, you want to change the sheet, right? You put that foam on there, you're going to have some problems. It's going to be hard to take. You have to cut the insulation out. You have to put the sheet on. It's a mess. And then after you finish that, you have to re-insulate it, right? But if you use my theory, my method, the sheet's going to come right off. That's where the bubble insulation is. You can get to your plumbing, you can get to your electrical, you can change your sheet without disturbing the foam. So it's a gimmick. They come up that foam, that they were going to do this foam thing as a gimmick, is what they did. It's not working. We also, right now, we have our own foam machine, so if I wanted to do that, I would. But I would be doing a disservice to you to just spray it. It would be cheaper. It would be cheaper for me just to spray. Oh, yeah, you just need foam. But then when you had a problem, and you called me, I said, well, you know, that might not be warranted. Because it would be cheaper for me just to do what they're doing. Oh, we sell foam. We don't do the bubble insulation. I'll give you both. And I told you why. They're not telling you the whole story. Okay, so today, if you look at these ads, 40 by 60 by 12, 41,999. Now that's the value series. I'll sell that building to you for 37,999. If you bring in the Tiger cash, you're at 36,999. Did you get that? 37,999 for a 40 by 50. I'm going to sell you a 40 by 60 for 37,999. And then if you do Tiger cash, it's 36,999 for a 40 by 60. That's a 40 by 50. I just noticed that. That's not a 40 by 60. I'm selling you a 40 by 60 for 37,999. He wants to sell you one for 37,999, but it's a 40 by 50. It's going to be 10 feet shorter, which is 400 square feet. I'm giving you 400 square feet right now in that building. Foam, I can do the foam. Electric, I can do those packages. 30 by 30, I'm selling a 30 by 30 for $16,999. This is the value series. They're at $18,999. I can do that, that's fine. But hey, $16,999, Tiger cash, you're at $15,999. The Tiger is really hungry today. Okay, it's a basic electrical package. I need to tell them to ask them to bring me the electrical package up here. In fact, I tell you what, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not prepared. I don't have that with me, Mr. Watch me tomorrow, and I'll get into the electrical packages. Okay?
We'll message you.
I'll message you it, but I'll talk about it tomorrow. I appreciate the question, though. Okay. And let's go to 30 by 50 by 12. Value series, not my elite. Show them what they get with this mess. This is his standards. Watch. Watch. This is what he says his standards are on this building. Okay? We're going to match that. But folks, on the 30 by 50, today you can buy the Elite Series, which is this building, with a free gable extension. Put that. No, go back. Gable, with the gable extension.
It's not here. It's later on.
Well, get it. Right there. So they're selling a 30 by 50 value series. I'm telling you, I'll sell you the Elite Series for $39,999 that has everything I talked about, and I'm going to give you a gable extension. And with Tiger cash, another $1,000. Tiger hungry today. Real hungry. You want to buy a building? You want to talk about a building? You want to ask a question? Ask an expert. Don't ask some guys that they hired off the street who don't know what they're talking about, who are just trying to make you a fast, quick sale so they can get a commission check. That's what you want. You can do business with someone who's been doing it for 25 years. Or you can pick up the phone and call one of these other cats who are just strictly salespeople, who are out to just sell you a building as fast as they can, collect their commission check and go. I'm available to you right here all the time. I go live every day, unless I'm sick or it's an emergency. Because what I've decided to do now, because I do have to leave from time to time, so sometimes if I go live, I won't be here. I've got a portable system now that we've put in place, and I'll actually go live from wherever I'm at. I may be in Baton Rouge, I may be wherever I'm at. I will go live from the location I'm at. It just you won't see this, and so it'll be a more not quite as, it's okay, but it's not as good as this. But I'll go live. Okay? Now, let's talk about the difference in price here. You get what you pay for, right? The total difference is $11,000. And if you take the Tiger Cash, it's only $10,000. If you take the free gable extension, it's only $6,000. But let's just say it's the whole total $11,000. And the lifespan of this building is way more than 25 years. It's going to last 50. It's going to last a lifetime, I'm telling you. Let's just do 25 years. That's $550 per year. That's $45 a month, $1.53 per day. You can afford to buy the best building. You can afford to buy the building with all this. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you need? Don't you want the power of this? Don't you want all these extras for $1.53 a day? I mean, look at this. Look at what you're getting. And you won't have to worry, you'll have the best building to fight the storm. You'll have the best building to fight water. You'll have the best building to fight termites. You got the best building, and you got the best customer service. Because customer service is right here in front of you. Me. The owner. My phone number is in every contract and every page. My name is on the buildings. My building specialists do the paperwork and close the deal. But you're doing business with me. I am your specialist. You can come on any time you want. Ask me any question you want. Yes, I can do electrical packaging. We will. Right now, I got some really good stuff. There's a question, Ms. Comfort saying, you can do electrical with your pack. Yes, ma'am. We can do anything electrical now. We've hired and got our own electrical team now. We're now electrical contractors also. Okay? Mr. Beers, cash, big tires looking good. Well, Mr. Beers, I'm just looking to get you over here so we can get you a building. I want to get y'all all a building, because you know what? You know why y'all need a building? You know why you can't wait for a building? You can't wait for a building because all of your nice possessions that are outside are deteriorating. Mother Nature is raising havoc on your stuff. Storage is a big thing. Take it out the house, build you a nice building. But the other thing is, and a lot of y'all probably see this, I think one of the biggest reasons you need a building now is to protect your thing, protect your stuff from the thieves that are going to be running around this country at the rate it's going. It's bad out there. Lock your stuff up. Lock your stuff up. That's what a building does for. It gives you that peace of mind. And let me tell you something. If I had one of these buildings and there was a storm coming and I had to stay, I'd get in the building before I get in my house. It's built stronger. It's built to go through a hurricane. So I just gave you a few reasons why you can't wait. But by God, if you're going to buy a building, shop around and buy from the best. Call the rest and then come to the best. It's that simple. Nobody's got the experience. Nobody's got the facilities. Nobody's got the resources. Nobody's got the packages that are really for you, because here we go again.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens?